What's this? A message from Mr. Don.
Good morning, Tina Lala. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to identify the best sushi in the Japan Pavilion at Epcot. Codename Dragon Roll. Good luck. This message will turn into pixie dust in 5 seconds.
Right. A mission? You better check this out. All right, I'm over here at Epcot, and there's a couple of places that I know that has sushi. We're gonna first try over at Katsuri, because I know they have a pretty good sushi collection. We're gonna probably try to get some dinner over at Shiki Sai, and maybe even Teppan to see the sushi collections that they have. Let's go check it out. Okay, the first place I tried out was over here at Katsura Grill. That place has some really great options for sushi. Definitely need to check that out. All right, so right up these stairs and over to the right is where you're going to go. There's always a line, so just be prepared to wait for a little bit. They do have the menu outside, so you can get an idea about prices and different options, but they have everything you can think of. They've got sushi, they've got udon noodles, they have some really great cocktails, so definitely suggest going up there and taking a look. I chose the Tokyo Sushi combo. I thought it was a great option to see what their sushi was like. It gives you 4 pieces of California roll, which has the crab, avocado, and cucumber, and 3 pieces of nigiri, each with salmon, tuna, and shrimp on top of sticky rice. Now, the California roll is kind of the standard roll around sushi lovers, but the key is how fresh is the roll. Does the avocado have brown spots on it? Does the raw fish smell funny? And my first alert was that the Katsura Grill hostess took this little package out of the fridge. So, strike number 1, it was not made fresh. Number 2, I saw some brown spots on the avocado, but they were so slight, I overlooked it. So, let's take a bite and see how good the sushi is. So overall, I would say wasn't too bad. I would give it maybe a 7 out of 10. I mean, there was some brown spots on the avocado. The cucumber though had a nice fresh crunch to it. On to the next. A big shout out to the Carter family from Florida that I met over here at the Katsura Grill, as well as the Alexander family from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They had this amazing beef udon bowl that they let me take a picture of. Don't those noodles look delicious? Add them to the list. A Tina tip is right over here behind this building. There's actually a hidden bathroom back there. Definitely away from all the other bathrooms that are in this area, or if you've missed the one in Morocco or don't think you can make it over to the American Adventure bathroom. Right over here where there's a seating area for Katsura Grill, there's a bathroom right over there in that corner. All right, gang, up these stairs. It's pretty cool. So, all the way up these stairs, there are 2 restaurants, Teppan and Shiki Sai, and we're gonna check them both out for our sushi. All right, so we're gonna walk through these doors. And up these stairs. Now there is an elevator up to the 2nd floor if you can't make it up the stairs or need handy-capable access. The elevator is located right next to the door of Mitsukoshi department store on the ground floor. Just be aware sometimes it's a bit temperamental and doesn't always work. When you get to the top of the stairs, you face Shiki Sai, and down the hall is Teppan, 2 restaurants on the same floor. But you have to stop and admire this amazing mural called Frolicking Through the Festivals. You've got the foxes celebrating Sakura, which is the Hirosaki Cherry Blossom Festival in the spring. Then you have the rabbits celebrating the Sumadagawa Fireworks Festival in July with the frogs. And at the end is the rabbits and the fox during Japan's Tsukimi or Moon Viewing Festival during autumn between mid-September and late October. There's a great view down below of the Japan Pavilion and the towering blue roof pagoda, which is a replica of a 7th century Horyuji temple. Today I'm dining at Shiki Sai, where their sushi is made fresh right in front of you, and I can't wait to see what they have. So you see here in the center of the restaurant is the master sushi station. So you're literally watching them make your sushi fresh right there in front of you. Before you start anything, you must wash your hands with the towel they provide. I mean, look how beautiful this is. The little colors. There's colors of the menu. Beautiful. And I'm sitting right here where they're actually doing sushi, right? She's doing some right on the other side. Fresh sushi made right here in front of you. That's so cool. All right, so let's check out the menu. What is amazing about this menu is that they have some great pictures, so that if you're not sure what you want to order, they've got some really good pictures to be able to give you guidance, and then your server will always give you some recommendations as well. So here's a look at the menu. Got a couple of rolls here, and they've got some chef specials. Now the biggest thing is this boat for $300. That thing is unbelievable. Bridge, 2 to 4 people for $100. Let's see. I've heard some good. I mean, there's so many things on here. They're so good. I just can't. I don't. There's so many things to pick from. So I'm gonna have this sushi assorted. That looks really good. I know I'm gonna have that. I'm not going to do any create your own because I was thinking maybe I might do the, I might end up getting, I know this they'll come here to serve, but I think I might get some noodles. And then they will do like your own customized sushi if you want to, with different combinations. And roll, so we could get like a California roll. And then of course if you want some sake. What's really great are these stories that they have in the back of the book that talk about Japanese culture. All right, so let's see what our server suggests. Like I said, I know I'm going to do the sushi assorted, and maybe I'll do a dragon roll, but let's see what he suggests first. What's really cool behind me is that there are these different like windows which have different views of Japan, and about every 20 minutes or so they change to different seasons, so you have a different view everywhere you look. There's some windows here as well as over there, and then on the opposite side, I'll show you. On the opposite side over there, you have the view out of Epcot. This is truly a great place for our Mission Impossible to be able to see fresh sushi rolled right here in front of us. Oh, so it looks like they've got like a major pot of sweet rice right there, and then he gets it down on the bamboo. So this actually looks like a custom order roll. It's just avocado and the sticky rice. There isn't anything else being added to it. So that's definitely a custom roll. So one thing that I noticed was that they had a bunch of rolls that were pre-made, maybe made the night before, and I'm thinking these might be the California rolls, since those are like the most popular rolls that are requested, and sometimes those are the base for a lot of the other rolls that they have. So they did have these in bulk kind of made right behind them. So the interesting thing that I learned about sushi was that in the rice patties, they would ferment fish with vinegar, salt, and rice, and when it was done, they would toss the rice and then eat the fish. Nowadays, that dish is called nazarushi, and it was first created in the early Neolithic age. And eventually they would eat the rice too, and the dish became associated with the Japanese culture. But you think it's kind of interesting to hear that they would actually, in the rice patties, they would actually toss the rice and focus more on the fish. And then after a while, they began focusing more on both the fish and the rice. And when you think about sushi, you think it's solely associated with sticky rice. So it also makes sense that most of the sushi that we find and that I will be able to find today is going to be in Japan. Okay, so this is the hotati, which is a nigiri with scallops that my server recommended. So let me show it to you. So you see here, beautiful plates. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. So it's a nigiri, so it's got the rice at the bottom with the scallops at the top, a little bit of wasabi and the ginger. Really is a beautiful piece. All right, so let's taste it. Here you go. Huge piece. Look at those scallops. Thinly sliced, perfectly covering the rice underneath. Scallops are perfectly flavored. Trade. Thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Here's the dragon roll. Look at that. Look at the eel on top. It just looks amazing. Now, the one thing I know about the dragon roll is you don't want to use soy sauce on this. You totally want to utilize all these sauces that are here at the bottom. You can see the unbelievably fresh avocado in there, microgreens across the top. This thing just looks amazing. Okay, so this is an avocado shrimp roll with a barbecued eel over the top, and that's the barbecue and the wasabi sauce at the bottom. Okay, so we're gonna try a piece of the dragon roll here. The eel piece is so thick, got a nice little crunch to it, and the sushi itself is amazing. It is so good, and the eel is so fresh. It really is a great little piece. And again, you're just swishing it around in the sauce that's already here. You see inside? So good. I think I'm going to save the rest of that for Megan. A little bit of wasabi. This green was wasabi. Not too bad, not too spicy, but it was wasabi. Okay, so my kushi combo came. So I want to be able to show you what that is. So it is chicken, beef, and shrimp on skewers with this amazing garlic sauce on top of it. Look at this. Oh, I wish you had a smell-o-meter so you could smell these. They just are so unbelievable. They smell so good. That garlic, soy sauce, cooked fresh right on the grill. I'm going to try to save half of these for Megan so I can take them home, but they just look so amazing. Look at the size of the shrimp. That is just huge, absolutely huge. I'm going to start with the chicken. Look at these pieces. Look at that. So good. They're marinade. I mean, it's dripping with that marinade in there. So good. Oh my God. The chicken is so tender. Falls right off the bone. Barbecue's got a great sweetness to it. Not overly sweet. It's just a very delicate marinade. It's so good. Cooked perfectly. Okay, so now I'm going to try the shrimp. Look at the size of these shrimp pieces. With the tails taken off, they've definitely been cleaned well. Awesome. Oh my God. The barbecue that's on them is so good. You can taste the garlic. The music in here is lightened a little bit. Actually, let me see behind us if the video behind us has changed. Yeah, a little bit. See, already the video behind us has changed. Megan and I went back a few days later with an 8:20 dinner reservations, and we were seated in the window area where you can see Spaceship Earth and could watch Epcot's new light show, Illuminos. This is what I would highly recommend you do. The area was very pretty. The lights were really amazing. The red swags on the ceilings were beautiful, but to be able to see this show sitting and eating sushi was perfect. We got the Golden Philadelphia roll, which was a bit too cream cheesy for me, but it was definitely made fresh and it was still really good. We also tried the Kara aged chicken, which is a Japanese style fried chicken with garlic and ginger. It was just a bit too overly fried for me, so I would probably pass on this one next time around. Today we're at the Epcot Japan Pavilion for dinner, and we're going to go upstairs, but we're going to go to Teppan, which is to the left. Let's go! Teppan is a hibachi-style dining experience with no fire demonstration and no sake, but the food is still really good. And we're here for a special volcano. Okay, so we're all checked in and now we'll just wait for our table. I was lucky enough to sit with Rebecca from St. Cloud, who got married this past weekend, and her amazing bridal crew. I also sat with another Rebecca and her husband from Wisconsin. They were quite a rowdy bunch, but we had so much fun all together. Rebecca and her husband got the sushi sampler with some add-ons, and they said it was delicious. Perfectly wrapped, fresh pieces of salmon and tuna. Definitely recommended. Here you can see our chef cooking our volcano roll. This volcano roll was amazing. So it's a California roll, slightly grilled on the flat top and cooked with pieces of shrimp and scallops, all chopped up, and then covered with a delicious yum yum sauce. That's the Japanese steakhouse mayo-based sauce. This is the first time I'd ever had this combination, and it was unbelievably good. The heated roll with the addition of the shrimp and the scallop pieces, all united together with that yum yum sauce. I actually cannot stop thinking about how delicious that was. I was so caught up with how good the volcano roll was that I forgot to take pictures of my steak and chicken hibachi. But if you've had hibachi before, it's got the similar taste to it. Oh my God, guys, that was so good. Teppan, the volcano roll, amazing. Never mind the rest of the hibachi meal, which was awesome. I'd gotten the steak and the chicken with the udon noodles, so good. But you have to get over here to Teppan and try that volcano roll, delicious. All right, gang, so there you have it, all the sushis that I've tried here in Japan. If you ask me, my favorite ones would definitely have to be that dragon roll over in Shiki was just amazing with the eel. The other piece of sushi that I would say was definitely a go back to over at Teppan, I would definitely have to go back to that volcano roll. That was amazing. So I hope that helps you out. I hope that gives you an idea of different things of sushi that you can have when you're here at Epcot and the Japan Pavilion. And now, on to the next.